There's no such thing as a gimme in baseball. The Twins proved that last night, beating the Mariners 7-2. Minnesota is one of the worst teams in baseball. Seattle is one of the best. Guess what? The two get tangled in another battle tonight. Seattle up 4-2 after 4, but the Twins use a pair of homers in the fifth to take the lead. That one from Joe Mauer makes it 5-4 Minnesota. Seattle puts up a fight, though. Bottom half of the inning, Luis Sardinia strikes for the M's. He smacks only his second home run of the year, and just like that, the game is tied at 5. The Mariners let it slip away again in the seventh. 2 men on for Miguel Sano, and he drives in the go-ahead run. The Twins carry a 6-5 lead to the ninth. Seattle threatens the tying run at third, go-ahead run at first, and everything goes wrong. Kyle Seager gets caught running to second. Sean O'Malley then gets picked off at third for the second out, and then Seager gets tagged out for the final out. The plays are reviewed and upheld. That's how the game ends. A 6-5 loss to the Twins.
You know, we competed well. Certainly had to feel like we were going to get it done in the ninth inning, like we have many times here at home, but or all year really, and it just didn't happen tonight.
Championship on the line. Washington against Utah. The Huskies up 8-5, heading to the bottom of the seventh, but that's when the Utes explode. A.J. Young delivers the go-ahead single, part of a 7-run inning. Utah clinches at least a share of the Pac-12 title with a 12-8 win. The Huskies do still have a lot to play for. A win tomorrow, they also clinch a share of the conference crown, and they'd also earn an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Washington softball against Alabama in the Super Regionals, game 2 of a best-of-3 series. The Tide victorious last night, so Washington needs a win to stay alive. Oof, that doesn't look good. Third inning, a 3-run poke by Reagan Dykes. Alabama would eventually lead 4-0. The Huskies respond with a pair of runs in the bottom half of the inning, but that's as close as they get. Alabama eliminates Washington from the NCAA tournament with a 5-2 win. The Sounders and the road are not a good combination this season. Seattle still winless away from CenturyLink Field. That's where the Sounders find themselves tonight in Foxborough against New England. Seattle springs out to an early lead, 7th minute. It's Garfield High School product Aaron Kovar off the rebound. He gets the first goal of his career. It puts the Sounders up 1-0. The Revolution return fire in the 24th minute. A penalty kick by Lee Wynn that evens the score at 1, and it stays that way until late in the match. New England ices it in the 80th minute. Wynn sets up Femi Hollinger-Jansen for the long-range tally. The Sounders' road struggles continue. New England rallies for a 2-1 win. The Storm looking to snap a 2-game slide, hosting Connecticut at Key Arena. Jewel Lloyd continues to make the most of her second WNBA season. She lands the long jumper. Lloyd finishes with a game-high 26 points. That's a start of a 21-2 run. So Seattle goes on top, and they'd stay there thanks to the efforts of Crystal Langhorne, 8 for 8 from the field, 18 points in all. The Storm get back in the win column, 93-81. Western Conference Finals, Game 6, Golden State against Oklahoma City. A huge night for former Washington State star Klay Thompson. He makes a playoff record 11 three-pointers on his way to a game-high 41 points. The Warriors force Game 7 on Monday with a come-from-behind 108-101 victory. It's state championship Saturday. Skyline, Lake Washington, and Vashon Island are celebrating baseball titles tonight. For a soccer state championship, Tahoma battling Wenatchee for the crown. The Bears looking for their first state title since 1992, but the Panthers have other ideas. Salvador Chavez with a free kick. A nice header by Miguel Viramontes for the goal. It's the lone tally of the game. Wenatchee beats Tahoma for the 4A state championship 1-0. 3A state championship, Interlake against Mercer Island. The Saints looking for back-to-back titles. This sure helps. Austin Ball in the 16th minute showing off some touch that gives Interlake the lead. Mercer Island tries over and over to even the tally, but Saints keeper Sam Dawson pitches a shutout. Interlake repeats as state champions 1-0. Seattle Academy and Archbishop Murphy also won state soccer titles tonight. 3A softball championship in Lacey. Meadowdale battling Enumclaw. It's all Mavericks in this one. Emma Helm opens the scoring in the first. She plates Caitlin Weber, and that's just the beginning. Later in the same frame, Lauren Wallace adds 3 more with a homer. Meadowdale wins its first softball state title 10-0. Snohomish, La Center, and Tudor Lake are also softball champs. 2A, 3A, 4A state track and field at Mount Tahoma. This is the 3A boys 100-meter final. Emmanuel Wells, a second-place finisher last year, rockets to victory this year. He wins the state title in 10.98 seconds. Well, here's something we've never seen before. Nelson Cruz, during batting practice at Safeco Field tonight, he launches a bomb to left, and it leaves the ballpark, not just over the fence, not upper deck. It clears the stadium and heads on to Royal Brome outside of the ballpark. We've always talked about this. It's never happened until now. Teammates having some fun with it as well. That right there is the play of the night. We'll be right back.